Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Hey, great evening for you. Mm-hmm, mm-mm-mm-mm. Great evening for you. I am Dr. Otto Jenke. Welcome to Empire Longevity's Alive. Longevity Alive. It is alive. I'm going to go grab that because I just love that. Because I don't get out much. Bum, 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 bum. I don't get out much. You know that? I mean, I don't. I really don't.
Alive. It's alive. It's alive.
I don't get out much, and when I do, it usually sounds a lot like this. I just love the way that is. I just love doing that because it's young Frankenstein. Hit it, boys.
Welcome to Facebook Live.
It was Facebook Live.
Longevity, 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 longevity. Longevity, 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 longevity. Empire Longevity Insider with your host, Dr. Otto Jenke.
Hey, that's me. Hey, that's me. Hey, that's me. Hey, it's me, boys and girls. Hey, I'm just glad to be here, tell you the truth. Just really glad to be here. So I'm doing something different here for you. We're going to be here on YouTube. Why? Well, a couple reasons. So I understand the transition from being on Facebook Live to doing a YouTube Live might be different for some people, and I'm going to miss some people, and some people are going to take a little time to get over here on for our Longevity Alive. The biggest reason is that YouTube's just so huge when it comes to messaging like this. And for us to actually do the job I want to do, which is to connect, coach, lead, inspire, educate, entertain, and sometimes kick in the ass some people, then we need to go to a bigger show. And so we're going to be on YouTube. I'm going to try to do this for a bit. That's the first thing. Second of all, it seems to be a lot better picture, doesn't it? When I do the Facebook Lives, we drop out a lot because of keyframe rate is too low. And I don't know what that means. I will, but. So here we are. We're going to do this for a bit. And here's the other thing is that I'm able to then take this, and the availability to take this tonight and then use it in other ways is just so much easier. It's just so much easier. I can do this one and make it into 4 or 5. I can easily make it into 3 different pieces of content. Very simply, very quickly. So we're going to be doing that. I think it's kind of neat. I think it's really kind of cool. Technology, man, you know, if we want to influence more people, then we got to be where more people are. That sounds like that ain't rocket surgery, I know, but it's really a simple thing. And so we'll ask you to follow us over here and onto YouTube and the Empire Longevity on YouTube. Let's do that. How about that? Awesome. So 5 minutes into this, I'll make it a little bit won't go as deep tonight on some things, but the real big thing is, I know you haven't seen this, but I read about you. I read about longevity, your abilities, your opportunities for more better years. We talk about more better years and empire longevity incessantly. More better years. The newest research out, and I saw this a glut of this over the last couple of days, is that we may have already reached our maximum for longevity. I was like, wait a minute, I just got in the game. How can we possibly have reached it already? I just got here. What's very, very interesting about that is the anticipation that humans have reached their maximum capacity for longevity. And that there will not be a dramatic bump up as was anticipated for years. For years, there's been anticipated there will be a bump in longevity, that we're going to see a progression of us humans being around for more better years. And the latest research, the latest articles say, not so much. Nope. Doesn't look to be that way. And so I look at that and say, I don't think we've even come close. I don't think we've even come close to doing the things we should to get us into the best position to then reach more better years. If we keep on doing the same things we are now, as I'm going to say specifically as Americans, no, there's no possible way. There's no possible way. Our complacency when it comes to food is astounding. Our denial of how powerful motion is. We can't even say the word exercise anymore because people get turned off by that. I got to run marathons? Have you tried? And so motion, getting out and doing stuff. Where's that one book? Bum, 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 bottom, bum. But you look at the blue zones, and it's the blue zones. Beitner's book on the blue zones. People aren't going to, Planet Fitness. They're just doing stuff all day. They don't have trainers. They don't have fancy shoes, tracksuits, nothing like that. No Lululemons. They're just moving. Something. 75% of school-age children don't reach their recommended requirements in PE. How are we going to have a generation that we're going to anticipate to be better off if they're not even moving now? So I don't think we've even come close to reaching the levels that we need to in doing the things that we should be doing. For instance, getting great sleep. The number of people who tell me they do not get great sleep. And I have to say that there's a continuity to sleep. There's a dramatic steps to take for sleep. And you do them. And the eating. The number of people who just do not eat well. And I think some of it, and so we're told, I'm inundated with, we're being told that it is a social economic problem. I do believe that with economic advantages to eating. But it doesn't mean if you can't afford steaks that you have to overlook apples. Apples are super cheap. Potatoes are super, sweet potatoes, super cheap. And they go a long way. I bought what'd you call it, a head of collard greens, and I made a minestrone soup. So I made a minestrone soup last Sunday. It'll be my breakfast sometimes and lunch a lot of the times. I baked bread. I like baking bread. I'm not really good at it. I like baking bread. I had 4 ingredients: salt, yeast, water, and flour. Oh, and rosemary, 5. All of that for not much money. Could have easily fed 3, 4 people on it for days. So just because we can't afford the most expensive food doesn't mean we should bypass the less expensive fruits and vegetables. Some staples. I don't think we've done the things we need to do, the fundamental aspects, to get us to where we should be when it comes to our own longevity. And to say that we as a species have already maxed out to what we can be doing. And so when people talk about slowing down the aging process, I think that really is a bunch of crap, because unless you are absolutely slowing down the meiotic or mitotic division of cellular division, unless you're really doing that, then are you really slowing down aging? If we have not really slowed down the meiotic and mitotic cellular division, the way that cells break apart and become other things, maybe this. If we aren't slowing that down, then are we really slowing down aging? There's a big difference between hydration of skin, decrease of wrinkles, and anti-aging. A dramatic difference. One is cosmetic, one is systemic. I don't think we've come close to doing those things we need to do on a regular basis to actually come close. I don't think we are doing those things that we need to do on a regular basis. The fundamental, reasonable, effective, cost-effective things that we should be able to do on a regular basis that afford us the best opportunity to stack the deck in our favor for more better years. I don't think we've even come close. Until we do those things, no, I don't think we're going to reach that lauded 120 years of not only time on earth, but healthy time. I don't think we're going to be able to do that in the rate we're going. That's the bad news. Here's the good news. We can change that around anytime we want to. We can improve it anytime we want to. Walking costs nothing to do. Japanese as a country, the Japanese as in their whole country, make it part of their culture to walk much more than Americans do. They're living longer than us. We need to really take a deep look into how well we move, how much we move, how great sleep we get, the food, the simplicity of really healthy food, the simplicity of using more spices and herbs like the rest of the world does. The rest of the world uses spices and herbs that are just astronomically healthy for you. Anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, vitality, giving to you. It's amazing. In America, we want More chicken wing sauce. No wonder we're behind. No wonder we're behind. More salt, more sugar. Boom, more sugar. We see that all the time. All the time. That alone is astounding. So when I see on my Lord, it was the last 2 weeks, it's been a download of we aren't going to be able to reach our lauded longevity years. We may have peaked already. I don't think we as a culture in America have done those things that we need to do. You're going to be inundated with people say, just take this one pill, like David Sinclair did with resveratrol. And the newest one is MNM. While people aren't exercising, aren't moving, are eating 1,000 calories, 600 to 1,000 calories more per day than what's required. You're not burning it off. And that makes you unable to get that great sleep. And then having a nervous system that's optimized. Many of us. How do I know this? Because I test you in my office almost daily. I test you using heart rate variability to find out if you are stressed. And my dear Lord, you are stressed. You are stressed. So much so, you now think it is part of your life. And you're adapting to be in a room that has a big bear or two, which are snarling at you. And some of you have told me, I work well under pressure. You're not James Bond. No, you don't. How do I know? I can read what your nervous system says. I see what your posture says. You tell me about your digestion, how many colds you get, how many aches and pains that you have that just don't seem to clear up. Those are classic signs of a body that's not able to adapt. If you aren't able to adapt, you will not reach longevity. We do the reasonable, effective, cost-effective things. We do those things. We do them on a regular basis, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, decades. This is simplicity. You know, in finance, they talk about compound interest. You know, the old story, if I gave you like $1,000 or $1 million today versus doubling your pennies for, whatever, that you've heard that one. If I gave you $1,000 versus 1 penny a day and it times it by 2. Because of compounding, those pennies stack up and they blow away the $1,000. We need to get into a point where we are doing compound health. Compound health. Which is, I'm going to do that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. I'm going to have all of these synergistically work together to provide a bigger and better bang for all of this. One of the things that we talk about, and I did talk about this just the other day about resveratrol. And it was on the Empire Longevity Insiders Facebook page. I talked about resveratrol and how resveratrol is never seen outside of the grape by itself. And it functions dramatically better in the grape when it has the other 1,000 to 2,000 compounds or chemicals along with it, which then work symbiotically to make that thing work dramatically more. When you start doing this and that and that and that and that and that together for your health, all those things work better so you work better. Now we're talking about blowing the doors off of longevity. blowing the doors off into more better years, blowing the doors off till we get boom, boom, boom. We start to stack the deck in our favor to get us there. We stack the deck in our favor. We're going to do these things, this thing, that thing, that thing, this thing. We do these things on a regular basis to make sure we're able to get to more better years. Compound health. Compound health. It's not hard. It's not expensive. It might be different for you, and that's okay. So have we reached our level? I don't think we're even close. I don't think we've even tried yet. There'll be someone come out in a short time saying this. They're going to take the same words and they're going to doll them up and have a humongous marketing program and a book about it. Maybe it's going to be me. I don't know. Hopefully be me. There's a simplicity to this. There always has been. There's a simplicity to health. I saw a 3-day-old in my practice today. Do you not think that 3-day-old has everything, has the blueprint for absolutely massive great years? Of course it does. Our job is to help it do it. Allow it to have the tools to express that innate health, that innate longevity. That's what I see my job as. You should do that too. Give yourself the best opportunity. Using compound health, stack the deck in your favor. It's the coolest thing. More better years. More better years. So we're going to be doing much more of this on this channel. We're going to drag you over. We're going to drag you over. More of this. Let's get together on a regular basis. Let's stack the deck in your favor. I'm Dr. Otto Janke. Thanks for being with us on the Empire Longevity Live.